Honda and Keiko jump off a cliff. Honda used his imagination. Suddenly, many planks of wood fly past their feet. Honda uses his imagination again. In the void of space, the planks turn into a one-way bridge. Behind them, a six-legged toad appeared behind them. The six-legged toad swallowed the wooden bridge and lunged at them. It turned out that the toad wanted to marry Honda's Keiko. Honda and Keiko arrive at Yellow Spring Station, but the trains here are one-way, with no return trip. Honda uses his imagination and makes a return train. Toad chases after him. Is that? It changed into many scary bugs. The bugs soon ate the train down to 4 wheels. Honda and Keiko are trapped in a clearing. Toad monster captures Honda. He threatens Keiko to agree to his demands. Keiko begins to write an oath. She does not say the last word of the oath. A bow flies into the air and hits the toad, saving Honda. Keiko recognizes it. The bow was given by the god of poverty. The bow turns into a boat. Honda and Keiko flew over the Yellow Springs Road and returned to Earth. Keiko is cooking, grabbing a mushroom, chopping it up and adding it to the soup. Honda took a sip of the delicious soup. Suddenly, his soul flew out. Keiko didn't know what to do. At that moment, an old woman came. She took a broom and slapped Honda's soul back. The soul was about to come out of her mouth. Keiko closed his mouth. Be careful for a few days. Don't let the soul come out. Honda had a bad look on his face. Honda picks up a stick and stabs it at the ceiling. An old man falls out. The old man was about to run away. The grandmother ties him up with a rope. The old man wants to prove that he is the god of poverty. The old man breaks free from the rope and produces a lot of bad luck. The old man was ready to leave. Keiko let him stay in her house. Every day, Keiko prepared a meal for the god of poverty. The old man was touched. He had been hungry for a long time. A few days passed. He took out everything he had on him and asked Keiko which one he wanted. Keiko chose a broken bowl, then gave poor god a beautiful bowl. The poor god received his next mission. He said goodbye to Keiko and left. After the god of poverty left, Keiko gets a call from the publisher. Keiko goes out to find Honda. Suddenly, a demon's arm reaches out and trips Keiko. Keiko stands up and feels delirious. After finding Honda, Keiko realized that her ring was missing. She searched for it for a long time without finding it. One day, a frog friend told Honda he saw Keiko with someone else. Honda was surprised. The frog and Honda went to a tavern for a drink. The tavern owner saw Honda's face. He gave Honda a charm to put on the door. When Keiko came back, she was blocked by the amulet on the door. Keiko told Honda what happened that day. He fell to his death that night. In front of Honda was Keiko's soul. Keiko's body was occupied by another soul. That's why the frog saw her with someone else. Keiko left Honda a farewell letter. She told Honda she was happy. She promised to be Honda's wife in her next life. Honda went after Keiko. Keiko and Death went to the Yellow Springs Road. In order to bring Keiko back to Earth, Honda ate the poisonous mushroom. Instantly, Honda's soul went out of his body. He instructs his mother-in-law to take good care of his body. Honda sneaks onto a train, bound for the land of the Yellow Springs. The train to the land of the Yellow Springs traveled on a track in the void. With the help of the Shinigami, Honda finds his father. His father tells him that the world of the Yellow Springs relies on imagination. Honda uses his imagination to find Keiko, who is trapped in the land of the Yellow Springs. They try to escape. The six-legged toad came. He takes the contract to marry Keiko. The toad tells him he always wanted to marry Keiko. Every time, Honda ruined it. Keiko and Honda were married in their past lives. Today, he will eat Honda. Honda and Keiko were forced to the window. They looked at the cliff below. Honda and Keiko jumped together. The toad transformed. It grew 6 legs. The toad jumps off the cliff and chases Honda and Keiko.